Okay, so in this video we are going to be implementing a click to move movement system in Python Tkinter. As you can see here, I can click on a tile and the character will start moving towards it. Another thing I can do here is I can click to get the character moving, and while the character is moving I can click somewhere else and it'll automatically readjust and start moving towards the new target. Okay, so in order to implement this functionality, we're going to be taking the code from the A-Star pathfinding project and modifying it. So the first thing we're going to do here is go to our root class here, and we're just going to change its title. So we're going to change it to click to move. So now we're going to comment out some stuff as we don't need it anymore for this project at least. So we're going to go to self.play_var. And then we're going to start our multi-line comment, and then we're going to go underneath self.play_play button, and then we're going to end that comment. And while we're here, we're going to go ahead and comment out self.random_target, as we're not going to need that anymore either. The next thing we're going to do is make it where we can click on a tile to select it as a target. We're going to go up here underneath our NPC coordinates, and we're going to add in some new coordinates. We'll do self.target_x is equal to none, and then self.target_y is equal to none. Okay, so now we are going to create a new method, and I'm gonna just put this all the way down here at the bottom. So underneath move, we're going to create a new method, and we're going to call it click_target, and we're going to pass in self and event. Okay. So the first thing we have to do is calculate which tile we want as our target based on our mouse clicks coordinates. So I'll just create a little comment right here. Get tile based on click. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is calculate our tile width and tile height. So tile width equal to self.can.winfo_width divided by self.map_size, and then it's going to be the same thing. Same thing for the height. So I'm gonna just copy the tile width line and change width to height here. Okay. All right. So next we are going to calculate the coordinates here. So we do self.target_x is equal to event.x, or wherever our mouse clicked at, and we're going to divide that by our tile width. Okay, and then of course we're going to do the same for our y. So target y, event.y, and then tile_height. Okay. So now that we have that, we are going to draw a red rectangle on top of it so that we know that's our target tile. Okay. So I'm going to just say draw target rectangle. Okay. And technically we already created this code, so we're just going to go up and find where we have this code already at and just copy and paste it. Alright, right here in our random_target, we're just going to copy starting from this X and Y and copy all the way down to self.target_rectangle. And then it's going to just go down here and then copy and paste it, okay? So now we're going to go back up to our root and add a key binding for it. So up here we're going to do self.can.bind, and the key binding for the left click button is going to be button-1, and then we're going to pass in self.click_target. Okay, so now let's save and run that. So as you can see, we have click to move up here in the left hand corner as a title, and then what should happen is whenever I click on a tile, it should turn red. Okay, so that's working good. Alright, let's move on to the next thing. Alright, the next thing is to make it where the player will, or the character, whatever you want it to be, will automatically start moving whenever we click a tile. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to change our, where is it at? Our movement AI here. So we're going to go here, and with this first line here, instead of saying while self.play_var.get, we're just going to change this to while true. And then we are going to actually add an if statement up here. So we're going to do if not self.target_x is equal to none, and not self.target_y is equal to none. Okay. And so now we are going to take all this code right here, and we're going to indent it over. And instead of indenting each line individually, you can just highlight the whole thing here. At least in Notepad++, you can highlight the whole thing here. And then we can indent everything in one go using, I think it's caps lock and tab. Yep. So as you can see, everything is indented correctly now. Okay. So now we're going to go to this first if statement here, and instead of saying self.random_target, we're going to get rid of that. And so what we want to happen here is if the NPC is at the target tile, we're just going to set our target coordinates equal to none again. So self.target_x is equal to none. Self.target_y is equal to none. Okay. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that. So now really the only thing we have to do is call this function. But if you've watched the other videos, the A-star pathfinding videos, you'll know that whenever you're using Tkinter, and if you're using a while loop, 9 times out of 10, you're going to want to put that in a separate thread, because if you don't, Tkinter will stall, like nothing will happen. So luckily we've already imported the threading module in our other videos here. So this is going to be real easy. So we're just going to go down here to the bottom, and we're going to do threading.thread. Target is equal to our self.move_AI method. And then we're just going to go ahead and start it. Okay. And save that. And now let's run it, see what's going on. All right, so we're over here in the corner. So I'm gonna click right here. All right, as you can see, we're moving towards the target tile. Okay, and of course, once we get there, nothing happens. So let's click another little area here. Let's go over here. And so while the NPC is moving, you should be able to click another target tile, and it should automatically readjust and start moving towards that tile. All right, so that's working good. One thing you may be interested in that I didn't mention in the last video is if you go down here to our move AI function, this sleep here, if you want it to move, if you want the character to move faster, you'll just decrease this number, and if you want them to move slower, you'll increase it. So let's see what happens if I do, like, I don't know, 0.01 instead of 1. All right, let's see. Clicking. Oh, and it's basically teleporting. There, let me slow it down a bit. Let's do 0.1 instead. Okay. So let's click, and you see how fast it's moving now. All right, and let's make it slower. So we had 1 before. Let's do, I don't know, let's do 3. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, now you see how slow it's moving now. So you can just play with that number as much as you want to like kind of control the speed of things. So, but that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching.